Hey, yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Aroma Kicks, your home for sneaker and fragrance reviews. So, me and the wife were out doing some shopping this weekend in rack room stores, TJ Maxx, Ross, Marshalls, all that good stuff, right? And yeah, we were out looking for clothes. Sometimes you can find good hoodies and polo and stuff like that for the low low. And my wife's starting to get into fragrances, which is really, really cool because she's like really like paying attention to fragrances now. And it's cool when your wife shares your hobby with you, right? So, we actually found a hidden gem. I found a Lattafa fragrances. Now, for you guys out there that know my fragrance family, you know what Lattafa is, I'm sure. For you sneakerheads out there, look, it's a cheap fragrance. And by cheap, I mean it's 19.99 kind of cheap, like $20 cheap. It is not cheap when it comes to performance and longevity. It's absolutely nuclear. Roll the tape. All right, so right here, here's the box. And again, the name of the house is Lattafa, and the name of the parfum here is Qaed Al Fursan. Qaed Al Fursan. All right, 90 ml, 3 ounce. You guys are saying, what in the hell did you just say? What is Qaed Al Fursan? I don't know. I have no idea. I'm gonna admit to you right now, I don't know. And let me tell you something else. I've been wear testing this for the past few days. This will get you compliments. This smells really, really good. We're gonna talk about the notes, the longevity, and projection in a moment. But it does smell good. You're gonna get compliments. But what you cannot do, you cannot tell somebody when they say, you smell good. What are you wearing? You can't say Kyle Al Farson. They they're gonna look at you like you are stupid. Like what? Kai what? So just tell them you're wearing Lattafa, okay? And they're still probably not gonna know what that is, but just tell them Lattafa. All right. So anyway, here's the box. Here's the presentation. Nice gold. The texture on here is super nice for a $20 fragrance, guys. The box looks good. I like it. It's in this gold and like this charcoal brown, chocolate brown color. But you got this Mustang on the front. Going around to your sides, you just have like this design right here. And then on the back, you've got all of this additional information that you probably aren't going to read. On the bottom right here, you've got that. So there's everything about the box. Now, let's talk about the actual juice inside, which is what you came for. Opening it up. Here is the bottle. Again, I have been wear testing this for the past couple of days so I could give you guys an honest and real review on this. Here's your bottle right here. So to me, just talking about the presentation, you have like this gold plaque that's stamped in the front with the name of the cologne or the parfum. Oh, by the way, it is an EDP, so eau de parfum concentration. It said it on the front of the box. But Qaed Al Farsan from the House of Lattafa. Now, the bottle itself, while we're going over the presentation, it gives me Blue de Chanel vibe. So if you look at the Blue de Chanel bottle, it's kind of just that same square, like elegant kind of square pattern. But the weird thing is, if you look at the cap, which is really neat, the cap is magnetic, guys. So you get a magnetic cap, even though it isn't as strong. Well, I mean, it's not bad, dude. For $20, you're getting a magnetic cap. Which, let me tell you something. This is another one a lot of you guys will know. So if you look at Dior Sauvage's cap, don't they look similar to y'all? Like without this has Christian Dior on the top, the logo, but look at that. They look similar. So it's like Lattafa said, you know what? We're going to take the Dior Sauvage cap. Now I can't tell which one's which. We're going to take the Dior Sauvage cap and the Blue de Chanel bottle, and we're going to make this fragrance out of it. So that's the presentation on the bottom right here. You got a little sticker, and yeah, that's it. So let's go ahead and talk about the juice itself. I'm not going to put this on skin right now because it's not my scent of the day. And like I said, I have been wearing it. Here's your atomizer. You have a gold atomizer right here. This stuff is absolutely nuclear. Okay, let's talk about it. Here we go. Here's the atomizer. Now, you know what? Even though it's in the air, it just like the little wafts of little like things or particles are floating around. The perfume oil particles are floating around in the air. So I'm going to smell like this for about 5 days because let me tell you, those 2 or 3 sprays that I just did, you if you buy this, if you find this and you get it for $20, which again I would recommend. So let's say it now. If you want to skip the rest of the video, you don't know what it smells like, I'd recommend buying this. It is not going to hurt you for $20. It's going to be good. So in that opening right there, pineapple, pineapple, pineapple. Okay, this is a pineapple bomb fragrance. All right, and it's going to last. That pineapple is going to last for a long time, a couple of hours at least. Which a lot of colognes and parfums and whatnot, you don't really get that long of a lasting of an opening like you do with this. That stays linear. So you're going to have it starts off as kind of a tart pineapple. Like imagine opening Doyle, the Doyle pineapple cans. If you open that up and you have like the little cut up pineapples inside of it, imagine smelling what that juice smells like, the pineapple juice inside of that. That's what this smells like. At least that's what I get off of it. Okay, everybody knows it's different, but that's what I get off of this. It does have saffron in it, so it's going to get a little spicy. It has oud and it has cedar as well. That's the four notes that I pick up the most. Okay, the pineapple for sure, the saffron, a little spicy, and then the oud and the cedar. There's other notes in it. I'm going to put the notes right up here right now for you guys. So bam, there's all of the notes. That's what I get the most out of. It's fruity, it's woody, it's a little spicy, but it comes across just smooth, man. It's really smooth. Again, tart in the opening, but as it dries down, smooth, almost gets a little smoky, to be honest. And I think that smokiness comes from that saffron and that oud. Is it a real oud? No. Is it? This whole thing is synthetic. Now, don't let that run you off. Synthetics aren't a bad thing. As a matter of fact, most of your colognes are made with synthetic oils and not naturals because naturals are super expensive. If you've watched anything about people talking about fragrances, you'd understand that, right? So, $20 fragrance, this does not have real oud in it. It's a synthetic oud, but nonetheless, it still smells good. So, we talked about the notes. I put them up there for you guys. We talked about the opening. The longevity on this guy is absolutely crazy. It is a monster. For a $20 fragrance, this thing outlasts half of what I got on that shelf behind me. No joke. My wife, when we walked out of TJ Maxx, my wife sprayed one spray on her arm like 2 days ago. And the very next day, when she got up, we went out to eat. She smelled her arm, and you could still smell it on her arm. One freaking spray of this. Okay. So, what does that tell you? If you're going to wear this indoors, two sprays max. One, two, be done with it. Okay. If not, you are going to smell up the entire room. If you're going to a restaurant, the entire restaurant's going to smell you. If you are young and you're going to class and you're going to school, the entire classroom's going to smell you. So be very careful. I'm warning you now. Be very careful when you're spraying this. The longevity, I just told you, man, you're talking 12 plus hours with this guy, especially with two or three sprays on. So if you get it on your clothes, it may be hard to get out of your clothes. Like you may smell like this for the rest of your life. Um, but for $20, that's what I'm talking about. For $20, you're getting that strong of a fragrance, that good of a projection. This right here would be good for the clubs. That's what it'd be good for. It'd be good for the clubs, going out to the bars, going out, hanging out, being outside, right? Indoors, it's really hard for me to say to wear this indoors. Just if you do, be careful with it. Again, projection huge, longevity huge, smell is really good for a $20 fragrance. Does it smell again a little synthetic? Yes, it does. This is not Aventus. Everybody, when you hear pineapple, you're like, oh, that's going to be like an Aventus. Mm-mm. No, it just has a good pineapple smoke with some woody nuances and that smokiness kind of coming in 4 or 5 hours later that really makes it subtle and smooth. So not an Aventus clone, in my opinion, it's not. But you know, try it out. Try it out for $20. I mean, you can't go wrong, right? So again, finishing it off, this is Lattafa's Qaed Al Farsan. Again, if you tell anybody that, they're going to look at you like, "What in the hell are you talking about?" So just tell them Lattafa and thank me later. Hey, thanks for watching Aroma Kicks. I hope you enjoyed today's content. If you did, hit that thumbs up button for me. And if you haven't subscribed already, hey, what are you waiting for? Join the family. Let's talk about sneakers next. Coming up. Cheers. Y'all stay safe. Peace.